today I would like to talk to you about how I discovered I was non-binary and how it has affected me growing up and in more recent years as well. Just as a side note, I'm using the label non-binary. I know for a fact that maybe there would be labels that would be more suitable for me, but I don't really know them if they exist. So if anyone watches this video and thinks, wow, that sounds like this gender, then I don't know. Tell me about it in the comments below. So growing up, I always felt a weird uncomfortability about me and how I perceived my gender. As in, I would struggle a lot with anything that could indicate a gender being worn by me. As soon as I was conscious enough to make choices or demands, I started to be terrified of wearing any clothes that had any kind of sign or text on it or anything feminine or masculine. I would just wear plain clothes, and that was it for many years because I was just terrified of people, I don't know, just looking at me. I didn't understand the whole gender thing. I felt uncomfortable with being a girl, and I felt uncomfortable with quote-unquote being a boy, or at least being perceived as such. Just remember, I was a child, so I didn't really understand the concept of gender at all. I firmly remember that one time I was playing WarioWare on the DS, and there is a minigame with a little guy in his showers, and you have to fix his pipes. And this little person in the shower does not have any genitalia. It's just a little beige-colored characters. And I vividly remember thinking, wow, it would be great if I had no genitals at all. I feel like everyone would like it better if they had none. So, and I thought that was normal, but as it turns out, it's not. People do not wish that they had no sex characteristics. Then I reached my teenagehood, and I felt like I had missed out a lot on girly stuff, quote unquote. So I started wearing a lot of very feminine clothes. I started wearing a lot of pink. I started being very openly feminine. And then last year or a year or two ago, I started experimenting with hypermask clothing and doing my makeup in a masculine way. And I thought to myself, well, am I transgender then? Because this feels right. This just clicked. But I still liked wearing feminine presenting stuff. And then I realized I liked it not necessarily because it clicked for me, but I liked it because it didn't mean much to me. It was just like putting on a costume to me, and I enjoyed doing that. So in the end, after a lot of therapy and self-reflection, I've come to realize that, yeah, I am in fact non-binary, that I don't really feel myself being on the binary of the gender spectrum at all. I switch between the two, I change costumes because I think it just looks good. I think I look good, quote unquote, as a man or a woman, even though your clothes don't make your gender, but you know what I mean. And it just makes me really happy, and I'm much happier identifying that way. I live in France, and in France everything is very gendered, as in the language. Every single item has a gender, and the whole grammar is centered around those genders, and there is no neutral. So some people have started using a new invented pronoun for non-binary people, but it doesn't really click for me. I don't know why. I don't mind using it for other people, it just doesn't work for me, unfortunately. So I don't really know what to do here. So people still call me she. I have one friend who calls me he, and it makes me so happy. But yeah, I'm still exploring a lot, so if this label changes throughout the year, I wouldn't be surprised, but right now that's what I feel most comfortable identifying as. Thank you so much for listening to me and watching me draw. I appreciate it a lot, and I hope you like the drawings in the background. and at least liked me rambling about some nonsense. Thank you so much and have a good day.